Hi, Amy White from Worthy Written Words. Today we are going to be working on this photo booth layout. So to begin, we are going to be putting the label stickers on these two black strips of cardstock. One side of the photo booth is going to say Heaven's Helpers, and the other side is going to say Photo Booth. And I'm going to just kind of center them, knowing that the end of the first one and the beginning of the second one will be in the binding. So keep that in mind. You don't want to go too close to the middle because then you won't be able to see it as well. And I like to put the stickers on top so that I can kind of space them out, and then I put them down on the cardstock where I want them, and I hold my finger on top really hard to try and get them off of this paper I'm initially putting them on. It doesn't always work, but it gives me kind of a starting point on where to put things so that I'm not like way off center, and then I can space them out evenly. Now, using some craft tape or a glue stick, I'm using just some glue tape. I'm going to tape the center of this black cardstock into the center of this tan cardstock on each one. Now, using the foam tape, I'm going to outline this large, wide photo booth wall. Next, I'm going to take this long strip that we're going to use for our photos, and I'm going to put some foam tape along just the top of it. Now, this foam tape, I'm never going to take the backing off because then it will stick. This foam tape on this is just going to be like a stopper to stop you from being able to remove the cardstock completely from its little bed area that we're putting it in. So as we take the foam strips off the back of the tan part, just remember you never take the backing off of that white photo strip. Now I'm using custom made photos that I printed off of my computer to be the size that will cover these photo strips. If you don't have an angel in heaven or the ability to make personalized photos on this, then you can use the ancestor stickers that are included in your kit. But I just kind of put them on my computer and size them to where I needed to be. If you have real photos, you could use real photos as well. And I just printed them in black and white. And then I'm just attaching these with some craft tape to the white cardstock. Also, when I'm attaching these, I left a little bit of space along the top because that's going to be up inside of this tan wall, and so you don't want to start putting your photos all the way at the top of the white cardstock because then it will be covered. So leave a little bit of space at the top and then leave some space at the bottom. Once again, if you don't have anybody that you can put in this photo strip, you can use these ancestor stickers that come with your kit. Underneath the photos, I'm going to put this little sticker that says "The grave has no victory," and then I am going to put this inside and I'm going to attach it to my book. Now, the way I'm going to attach it in my wide margin DNC is I'm going to take the backing off of these four walls. Now, remember, I'm not taking the backing off of the white cardstock, just the tan ones. So leave that on there. And then I'm going to place it starting at the bottom of my page of the margin, and then I'm going to bring it up, and anything that's left over at the top is fine because the top is going to be covered. So if it doesn't go all the way to the top, it's okay. And then you can kind of loosen it, test it, make sure that this will work where you can put it in and out. And if it's not going to work, where I'm having an issue where these aren't going back inside very easily, so I have to make sure that the corners are put down really, really well. Otherwise, they're going to get caught in that little slit. So make sure you can I actually go back and reprint these out on sticker paper just so that they will stick better to my cardstock than using craft tape. So if you want to print out your photos on sticker paper, that's an alternative as well. Now I'm going to attach this other wall using some foam tape on that as well. And I believe I only put it on the two sides. I don't do the tops and the bottoms. Again, when placing this in your book, start at the bottom of the margin and go up to the top because anything that's cut off early will be hidden at the top. Taking this red cardstock, I'm going to unfold it and I'm going to start at the bottom and I'm going to fold it up maybe like a quarter to half an inch up. And then I'm going to flip my page over and I'm going to drag it along where the bend is. And I'm going to make another fold. And I'm going to keep doing this back and forth so that I can make the curtain. And each time I drag it along the bottom and crease it and then flip it over and then I crease it again, but I crease it a little bit bigger so that it sticks out a little bit for the curtain. Now this fold that's in the paper from shipping should be hidden. When you do this, if you do it relatively the same as I'm doing it, that fold line should be underneath on the bottom, so you won't see that. It shouldn't get in your way. And then I'm cutting off any extra bulk off the bottom because you're not going to need the whole thing, but you're going to need enough so that you can do about 1.5 inches worth of this curtain. And I'm cutting off the excess so that it will fit on my page. And then I'm just going to glue this whole thing down using some craft tape. And I'm using this in between the folds to kind of help it from being super bulky, but I don't want the creases to be super sharp either because they're supposed to look like a fold and a bend, not like a harsh crease line. So I'm going to do that and then I'm going to put this all on the back of the curtain and I'm going to attach this whole piece to my book so that it is sitting next to this tan wall and on top of it. I'm going to attach these top stickers to the top of my photo booth, and I am actually attaching these incorrectly right here. I'm putting them on the wrong way. So as I go through the layout, I fix it later on. So when you are attaching yours and following this video, don't do what I do and put the photo booth one on the other page and start with your Heaven's Helpers on the first page. Next, I'm going to add this sticker quote to the footnotes and it fits perfectly and it covers up all of those extra words that you don't really need to see. And then I'm going to put a little bit of this foam tape on this part so that it will stick up above to be able to have that curtain underneath it and to not have it pushing it up. It just needs that extra little support because of the curtain. Okay, I've now got those switched and fixed the way that they were meant to be. And now I'm going to take this little black piece of cardstock and I am going to attach it. And this is a little bit tricky because you don't want to put any adhesive where the slit opening is. It only goes above the slit. So I'm only putting adhesive on half of this cardstock so that it doesn't get caught on your photo strip underneath, if that makes sense. So only attach it to cover the whole slit, but only put the tape on the top part. Also, this little piece of cardstock is really nice to lift up a little bit with your fingers to get that photo strip in and out easier and not getting it caught so much. So if you're just struggling in that regard, just when you are doing it, use that little black cardstock to lift it up a little bit. Now I'm going to use these fun stickers to just add them wherever I want to. I'm mainly going to put them in my footnotes, but I'm also going to be putting some of like the hearts on this blank space on the photo strip and one up above where the photo booth is. There's a little bit of extra space up there. So have some fun, but leave some space immediately above the black little cardstock strip because we're going to be putting a different sticker there. And then with these photo booth stickers, I am going to be taking my Glaze black gel pen. You can use any black marker pen that you want or even a brown one. And I'm just going to add a little stick to them in different directions so that it looks like they've been held up by a stick. So it's like a photo booth prop. Now I'm using a red gel pen and I am underlining the verses that I feel incorporate this message the best. And that is going to be verse 37. You can use any sort of red marker, pen, highlighter. Just make sure that it doesn't bleed through your page to the other side. Now I'm going to take these two pieces of tulle and I'm going to fold it in half, one at a time, put it through the paper clip reach in to the hole that I've created and pull the rest of the tool through it and then up. And I'm going to do this with both of them so that it just creates a fun little tool bookmark. And after I've done this, I'm going to put this behind the photo booth header so that it hides the paper clip and it also keeps it in place. The very last step is to put this clear collect photos here sticker right above the black cardstock. And when this is done, you have a working interactive photo booth layout in your Doctrine and Covenants. I hope you guys had so much fun making this, and I can't wait to see my angel one day. I hope you are looking forward to seeing yours. We will see you guys next time.